This is Bill Finnegan. In this week's magazine, I have a piece about Eric Goode. Eric Goode leads this crazy double life. By day, he owns and runs a bunch of trendy hotels and restaurants in downtown Manhattan. Meanwhile, in a parallel life, his grand passion is chelonians, that's tortoises and turtles, and he spends huge amounts of time, energy, and money trying to help save some of the most critically endangered species. His current obsession is the plowshare tortoise, which lives in and only in Madagascar. It's often described as the world's rarest tortoise, and it reportedly fetches huge prices on the illegal wildlife market for as much as $100,000 in Europe and America. Since Madagascar is one of the world's poorest countries, the temptation to poach plowshares from the wild and sell them to smugglers is obviously intense. Eric is deeply involved in trying to expose and stop that trade, and to help the plowshare survive in the wild. In September 2011, he went to Majanga, a port town in northwestern Madagascar. He found himself in a negotiation with a group of local smugglers, whose base seemed to be this little cafe, the restaurant Baobab. And he ended up buying 2 baby plowshares for a few $100s.
This was, really quite crazy that we went through with this and bought these 2 tortoises. It could have turned out to be a very bad ending. We were taken in cars and a motorcade into the back streets of Majunga and down an alley, and thankfully they gave us these tortoises.
Immediately after the purchase, Eric handed over the tortoises to the government, still hopeful that there might be an investigation, maybe some arrests, but nothing's come of it. One of the best hopes for the survival of the plowshare is a captive breeding center run by the Durrell Wildlife Trust in a place called Ampajurua, about 50 miles inland from the wild habitat. But the poaching problem got so bad that they stopped reintroductions for a while. Some experts think the plowshare will soon go extinct in the wild, despite the best efforts of conservationists. That's Eric Goode's worst nightmare, of course.